Hello guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today I'm going to show you how to draw my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So come on, let's get started. Hey cartooners, that's right, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to draw my favorite character design of my favorite Ninja Turtle. We're going to hit up Michelangelo from the 1987 pilot called Turtle Tracks. So let's dive in. So to start, we're going to throw down a circle. Real revolutionary, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that circle, I'm going to bring down a vertical axis right there, and I'm going to throw in a horizontal axis up here, just like this. And from there, I'm going to oval out right here down at the bottom. Now, the very first sketches of the Ninja Turtles, as well as the illustration of the first several comic books, were done in a very private studio up in New Hampshire. Now, I'm from Massachusetts, so when I learned that these guys were from New Hampshire, I got excited that this is a local show. So here we go. We've got this bump here. And we're going to throw in the mask right now. So I'm going to cut in here and cut in here and throw in those eye shapes. The eyes go on either side of this big bump here. Except we've got him on a slight angle. So we're going to keep one eye here. And the other eye is going to overlap just a little bit. Actually, we're going to go here. Now, in the very first pilot of the animated series, the character design was very special. It was the same character design of the intro of the show. The characters were a little bit more angled. They had more of a prominent beak, and it had that little line down in the center. The studio that did the pilot and the intro to the show really used the integrity of the character design much more closely than I feel much of the series went into. I loved the show as a kid. I never missed an episode. But it was really the aesthetics of this pilot that really, I just love how on model everything was. So what better to show you how to draw a Ninja Turtle than to go right off of those models. Okay, so we've got a very serious looking Michelangelo here. This is actually taken off of a pose from the intro. Now we've got his, I'm going to put his pupil in here like this. I'm not going to worry about light reflection here. This was a scene from the sewer, so we're not going to worry about that. Now, just like with superheroes in the comic books, like Batman or Green Lantern, their lenses to their masks only showed white, and it would sometimes conform to their mood, right? Well, the masks did the same thing for the turtles. The brows seemed to move the masks around. So while we had pupils to the eyes in the animated series, those masks would move with their eyes. Oh, that's better. Okay. The top of the head. Now notice I drew the shape of the head before I drew the mask in. It's important to not start with the bottom of the face, then throw a mask on, then the top of the head, or you're going to go off model very fast. All right, so we've got the head in, right? We've got the knot. The knot is sometimes visible on the side. So I'll just throw that in. And then we've got the tails of the knot this. Now let's throw a body underneath this head, right? Okay, now the Ninja Turtles were 5 heads tall, right? But I'm going to kind of slant him over a little bit. I'm going to measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm going to go 4.5 because I'm going to have him kind of hunched over a little bit. All right, his shell in this pose, the shell is about 2 heads tall. Okay, so we're going to throw in the chest area here like that, and then I'm going to kind of rough out the outside of the shell like that. Like I said, the pilot and the intro have a great character aesthetic to it. It's very structured. It has all of these details in it that clearly the studio didn't want to continue. Some of the studios that they outsourced to, they really just wanted to throw it all together, and oftentimes the characters would almost look like they were inflated balloons. It was, if you look at some of the merchandising, I mean, these guys could have been floating in a Thanksgiving Day parade. They were so inflated. Let's see. The top portions of the shell that will also mimic the pectoral muscles, they come up a little higher and they come down into these angles. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And then we've got his next section here that goes like this, and then the bottom section comes down here to a point, just like that. He has a belt with a big round medallion right here in the center. And then this is when you show how rounded they are by utilizing that shell just like that. Now in the character designs, anybody who's a fan of the comic books will tell you that the Ninja Turtles all dressed the same. Their bandanas were all one color. They were all red. It wasn't until Eastman and Laird's manager decided to try to promote these guys into merchandising.
Merchandising! Where the real money from the movie is made.
Where they decided, you know what? I think the best way to merchandise would be action figures, and the best way to sell that is through an animated series. Most of the cartoon series that I had as a kid were really half-hour commercials for action figures. It's a good thing I didn't realize that at the time. I'm going to throw in an arm over this. He's going to be in a pose where he's whirling a nunchuck in one hand, and the other hand is kind of leaning forward in an action pose. It's also for balance. So, let's see. We want to make sure that we remember that he has muscles underneath all of these details, right? So I'm very lightly drawing in a muscular arm. You want the bicep in there. You want the tricep in there. You're going to want the muscles in the shoulders like this. And, yeah, it crosses over like that. And now I can throw in the elbow pads. They have these wrappings around their elbows, and they're very nondescript. They're very cloth-like. instead of being leather pads like they had in the comic series, they really want to push the different colors that the turtles are wearing so they can easily differentiate between characters. As if us kids are not smart enough to figure out that the guy talking like this is Michelangelo, huh? No, we've got to paint him in yellow or orange as the season went on. But the pilot had his coloring very yellow. They did away with a lot of the muscle as the series went on. But let's throw in another way to differentiate the characters was to put their first initial on the medallion on their belt. That's right, they were spoon-feeding us who was who. As if we couldn't tell the guy with the nunchucks was Michelangelo, and the guy with the swords was Leonardo. Nope, got to put an L on his medallion. Oh, they really thought we were idiots. And maybe we were, because we fell for all of this stuff. Okay. Turtle shell. Like so. Okay. The turtle's shell has a ridge around the shell, right? So we got to put that in, and then every now and then you got a little separating line in there between the, what are they, plates? So now, you know what? He's got an arm, no hand. Well, let's throw the hand in. The Ninja Turtles only have 2 fingers and a thumb. So let's see. And then we'll just throw that thumb in there like that. Okay. All right. Let's see. And now let's throw in the other arm. So we've got this one coming out this way, this one. Bicep, tricep, just like so. Okay. And then hand. Okay. Okay, so we've got a single nunchuck. It's just a cylinder, right? We've got his thumb in like this, holding on very tight. And then we've got his wristband in like that. And now I can darken in the lines I like. Like so. Now I got that in. Belt, muscle, shell. Great. Okay. So now let's throw him in more of a stance. I mean, if he's really 5 heads tall, we gotta crouch down those legs a little bit. So here we've got one leg like this. Oh, that's better. Okay. All right, and then the elbow, I mean the knee goes here. Let's see. Shin goes there. And just like his hands, his feet only have 2 toes. Okay. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is masterful. Okay. Let's see. Horizontal, yeah. And then he has these knee pads that really, I don't know if I'd call them pads. It just looks like wrappings around his elbow or his knee. Well, let's finish that shell on this side here. And let's do this leg now. Okay. Now, not everything was so anatomically accurate as far as the musculature in the series, but if I'm going to show you how to do this, I do want to show you how to do it the right way. Okay. Ball over the foot. The heel comes out. Like I said, they relaxed all of this in the series, and they did it pretty quickly. It was Wolf Animation Studios, and like I said, depending on who they farmed out the episode to, the characters had a very different look. They had a very standardized look that they ended up going with, but it would have been really great if they had done this series today. Because today, thanks to the Batman animated series and Bruce Timm and all the detail they put in theirs, there's no way that they wouldn't have implemented a more serious tone on this series. I don't know. I say that. I don't know that for a fact because, I mean, they were selling action figures called Wingnut and Screw Loose. So, I mean, really, how serious are they going to take it? Okay. So he's got a nunchuck, right? And it's swirling around. They didn't mess with the chain. What they did do was they animated with like a strobing effect of the nunchuck swirling around. And they, lots of lines. Sound effect, a lot of blurring. It worked. Okay. Yeah. And there we have it. Let's just Go back in here. Guys, if you like drawing videos like this, I've got a ton just like them right here for you. If you like this video, feel free to give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you're aware when I drop my next video. If you'd like more like this, there are plenty more ideas where these came from. Guys, I want to thank you so much for drawing with me today. And until the next video, we'll see you later.